And I'm going to go live, and if yes, you will receive an email. Yes. And I believe we are now on. So there we go. Hello, hello, good evening, good evening. I am so excited. And what is the Teddy Messenger excited about exactly? Well, let me tell you guys, whether you happen to be watching this live or whether you happen to be on the audio replay, guess what? You are about to go on an epic journey with me because I am about to impart the #1 technique every single coach, leader, visionary, teacher, parent, person who wants to have a good life ought to know. Every single person needs to have this tool in their little kitty. So as you are coming in and listening to this, let me begin. Well, firstly, a goal was never achieved without a vision first. Even this chair I'm sitting in, somebody had that vision and created it. Walt Disney created Disneyland. And before he passed, someone said to his brother, "What a shame Walter will not even live to see his vision." And Walter's brother turned around and said, "What a shame you do not understand that Disneyland would not even be applicable if it wasn't for him." Walter saw Disneyland in his mind. So, you know, the way to capture it is when people ask Walt Disney, "What is your vision? What does it look like? What do you see?" And people thought he may have been a little bit crazy. People thought he may have been a little over the top. He said, "All as I can tell you is it is big and it is bright and it is compelling." And that's exactly what you need. You need a big, bright, compelling goal. So here is the 101 steps for NLP, and I'm going to stand up and hopefully you guys will be able to see me. Well, I guess you can see me. Yes. All right. So the acronym CREATE. So the first thing you need to do is you need to have a clear, concise goal. Okay, that's the first thing you need. So what is your goal? Now, between now and when I run the process, because I'm going to take you through an epic process once I take you through the step-by-step strategy. So have a think about your goals. So my goal, for example, I'm just going to make this one up, that in 6 months from now, I will be a great online superstar who is impacting thousands and thousands of people, transforming their lives. I will be traveling. So let's just say that was my goal, okay? So yours may be health, yours may be your body, yours may be to do with relationships. Whatever it is, make your goal because you can always come back and do this again. The next part of the acronym is R. So R stands for realistic. So I can't say I want to be 6'2" because that ain't never going to happen, okay? I can't say I want to be the greatest online superstar male on this planet because that ain't going to happen unless I actually take some radical action, of course. You've got to think of something realistic. Is it realistic for you to perhaps aim for that body, for you to perhaps aim for that relationship? Now, I want to make one thing really, really clear, you guys. This is more about the energy. Do not put conditions on your goal. Like, I am not going to state who I'm going to transform, or I'm not going to be that specific because the universe needs to have a big say in this. So be realistic. The next part is have an end date. An end date is putting a time limit that is actually on the goal. So for example, when I first ran this strategy, I did an NLP course, so exciting, changed my life. 1 week and my life had completely transformed. I put a date of 3 months, you guys, 3 months. And in those 3 months, I actually set a goal that I would become a lifestyle coach. Now that is a really that was a big ask because I was a 9-to-5 person. I was a person who didn't have a house. I didn't really have a good job. My relationships were suffering. A whole load of stuff was going wrong. So when I created this goal in my mind, you can only imagine what it was like. Whoa, I'm getting a bit hot in here. I'm going to take my jacket off. That's okay. You don't need to share anymore. I've got my husband in the room here clicking away over there. So basically setting up an end date. I set my end date for 3 months. Not sure if you can see that. So set an end date. So that's what E stands for. A. This is what we're going to be doing in a moment. A is where you need to act as if. So what will it be like when you have that goal? So if it is about your body, how do you feel? How do you walk? How do you speak? How do you talk? So if it is about your relationships, because you may be bringing in a soulmate, how do you feel? How are you moving? What are you talking about? How is your life different? Act as if you have that now. Dress as if you have that now. So now that we've got as if, we are getting through this. The next one is T, which is T stands for your transformation. And the transformation is what I do with people. So transformation, what do you need to transform in your life to get it? Now, I'm going to be doing a special live stream here next week running on at 7 p.m. Perth time. And it's going to be about that transformation process to make sure you don't have blocks in your way, to ensure that your transformation is going to be one where you are so laser focused on your goal. There will be no excuses not to actually do what we are going to teach you to do next week. But tonight, we are going to put it out there. So now I'm just going to finish with the last one. And as I said, I'm really good at running my texters out, you guys. Now, this is with every single NLP technique that I create, an ecology check must be done. Because the ecology check, you guys, what actually happens is it makes sure that everything is safe. It makes sure that everything is in order, and it makes sure that, is it safe for you to have that relationship? Is it safe for you to have that career? Is it safe for you to be in that position? So that is the create formula. Okay, now we're ready to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some music, and I've chosen some music
if you ever
that I've just...
You have to try this.
I've actually just lost the one that I wanted. But what I want you to do is I want you to get ready to create your goal. Now, even if your goal is not big and bright and beautiful, even if it is not so vivid right now and you're not crystal clear about it, the beauty of it is that you can always watch the playback and do it again. So just give me a moment, everyone, because I'm going to set this up properly. And I've got to make sure that it's also royalty-free music, because if it's not royalty-free music, I will get into trouble, won't I? I won't be able to repurpose this special, powerful technique. So now I want you to close your eyes. So go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to rise up above. Rise up above so that you are above where you are. And I want you to imagine right now that you can see a stage. And this stage is a stage where you can see yourself, the you of the future. Now, this is you without any limitations. This is you without any obstacles. This is you because you have already set up your goal. You have already articulated exactly what you want. You have already created it in exactly the form that you want. I want you to imagine there's this big, bright light, and it is right on that stage. And as that big, bright light hovers over the stage, I want you to imagine that you can hear music. I want you to imagine that you can see yourself and you look so amazing. Now, maybe in this vision, you can see it so much so that it's almost like you can imagine how you breathe, imagine how you move, imagine how you walk, imagine how you talk. And then I want you to float all the way up above. And I want you to float all the way over above the stage. And this is the stage where you are on. This is the stage where you are living and breathing this life. And as you are living and breathing this life, you are just allowing yourself to get ready to float down into it. So connect into the light. Imagine that you are seeing it, hearing it, and feeling it. And now connect all the way into the light. And as you rise and you move right across time, I want you to see the colors. See the colors and see the epic way that you look. Notice how you feel. You can see how you feel because of something you're doing. Notice that your movements, your breath, your tonality of your voice and everything is saying you have got this. Now, I want you to think about all the powerful emotions that you're feeling. Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling uplifted? Are you feeling empowered? What is different about you that has transformed because you've been through the process? We have transformed you. You have let go of all the limitations. You've released everything that had been holding you back. Are you bold? Are you resilient? Are you more assertive? Are you less fearful of failing? Have a think about what you can see and notice this. And as you do so, I want you to get ready to immerse into that image on the stage, on the bright stage. Immerse into it. Feel into it as if you are lighting up your neurology. I want you to see that your body is like a Christmas tree and you can see every cell. It's like you have X-ray eyes and there's all these magical colors of excitement, of this radiating vitality, of this amazing power. And you're so excited as you see all these colors and you can't wait to feel what this feels like. And you're not sure whether this is going to have huge adrenaline like being on a roller coaster or falling out of a plane with a parachute, or whether it is going to be like something that is calm, relaxing, peaceful. And as you drop in, I want you to imagine your toe is right there and you're feeling it in your toe, and then you're feeling it in the soles of your feet. It's generating around the soles of your feet. You're still not in there. And what you're doing as you are just dipping in to that wonderful, powerful energy is you turn around and you have this mystical, magical power of floating in space of time. And as you turn around, you face off to where you are now. Now, this is the most amazing part, because where you are now, as you look, you know that you transformed yourself. You know that you set your realistic goal. You know that you created your end date and you did all of your due diligence. And then the following day, you took that step. Notice what that step is. What is that step of massive aligned action? Now that massive aligned action is taking it that you transformed, you released, you got rid of some stuff. And as you see that, I want you to imagine now that where you are in the future and where you are, where you've taken massive aligned action, you're going to bring the light, you're going to bring the neurology, you're going to bring the power together, bringing it back to the here and now. Bring it back right here, right now, to where you are. Take a deep breath in. That's right. And then it out. And if this is good, imagine you are breathing that light. Okay, so guys, thank you for joining me for this very short, sharp create, which has taken less than 20 minutes. Now what I want to do is I want to tell you that next week we are going to do the action of getting you to step out towards that goal. So even if you didn't watch this, when you come along next week, it's still going to be powerful, because you're going to be able to set some really great systems in place. And I want to just share briefly what next week is going to be about. Next week is going to be forming a system where you are naturally, easily, and effortlessly able to create your goal without excuses, without any setbacks, and without limitations. So I trust that you have enjoyed this segment, and I would love you to join me next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. And also I am going to drop in the comments a special discovery call, free coaching call that I am offering to 7 people, because I've got 7 spaces left to give these discovery calls. I give 10 every week, and I've got 7 places left. So if you would like a free discovery call, it doesn't matter whether you're in US, in England, New Zealand, Australia, because I am talking to people all around the world. I will do a free discovery call with you to strategize your life, to help you to achieve your goals, to release stress and any of the stuff that's holding you back. I'll drop that in the comments now. And I thank you for joining me, and stay super awesome. Catch you later, and results count.